Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're making my delicious southern baked not fried tofu. And at the end of this video, I'll be trying a turmeric aloe vera clay mask. So thanks so much to Gluten for sponsoring this video. With that being said, let's get started and let's keep it easy. You'll need 1 block of tofu, an egg replacement. Today I'm using just egg, vegan mayo, lemon juice. You'll need almond flour, Panko breadcrumbs, nutritional yeast. You'll need thyme, and you'll also need sage, rosemary as well, and you'll also need salt, pepper, and if you like spice like me, a little bit of cayenne pepper. So I've cut my tofu into about 1/2 inch thick pieces, and I always use extra firm tofu because it's going to give you that firm texture. And what I'm doing now is I'm adding a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper to each piece. And I'm going to put that in the refrigerator while I get the rest of my ingredients ready. So I'm just going to be taking each piece, adding a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. It may look like I'm adding a lot of salt, but I'm actually not. The salt comes out very light. So when I'm shaking it, I'm trying to get, just a little bit of salt out of the container. So yeah, just add that salt and pepper to each piece. Pack it in together so that they're nice and snug and they can marinate and start to absorb some of that flavor. Most of the flavor is going to come from your coating, the batter that you'll be using to bake your tofu in. So don't worry that we're only using salt and pepper for this step. So for this step, what I have here are the dry ingredients in one side, and then I have the mayo, I have the just egg, and I have the lemon juice on the other side. So what I'm doing here is just mixing up the dry ingredients so that all of the seasoning can coat the tofu evenly. And I'm leaving the cayenne pepper as a last step because I'm not gonna add cayenne pepper to all of the pieces because I'm making this for my family and my son doesn't like things too spicy, so I'm just gonna be adding spice to my pieces. And then as you can see there on the other side, I'm going to start coating my tofu, and I'm coating the tofu in a mixture of, it's about 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, a tablespoon of lemon juice, and then also adding that 2 tablespoons of just egg to kind of merge everything together. If you have a different egg substitute, that's perfectly okay, but I'm using the just egg because that's what I have on hand at the time. And yeah, so as you can see, what I'm doing is just dipping the pieces of tofu that have been cut about 1/2 inch thick, and I'm dipping them in that wet area, and then I'm going to go ahead and dip them into that dry breadcrumb, crusty area that's going to give me that nice batter. If I was frying them, you can certainly fry them if you like, then it would be more like a batter, but since I'm baking them, that's going to be like my baked batter, if that makes any sense to you. And I wanted to make it a little bit healthier without any extra oil. The only oil I'm going to be using is a little bit of oil to coat the pan or the aluminum foil that the tofu will be sitting on. And guys, I'm not a chef, I'm just a teacher. I teach kindergarten, but I love to cook and I love sharing vegan recipes with you guys, and I hope you guys try it. I will definitely leave all of the ingredients and steps, like the full recipe, in the description box below, so in case you guys decide you want to try it, you'll be able to get all the ingredients and steps down in the description box below. Alright, so this is what they look like once they're all coated and ready to go into the oven. You'll end up with about 9 pieces if you use 1 block of tofu. Remember to get extra firm. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this in the oven. I'll be putting it in at about 425 for 5 minutes on each side, and then I'll be turning it down to 375 for the remainder of the time. And this is how it looks when it's all ready. It looks really, really good. The inside is firm, it's not spongy. It's very tender and chewy, resembles like chicken or something like that. And see how firm it looks? And the coating is absolutely delicious. I love the taste of this. It had the house smelling really, really good. So again, the full recipe is in the description box below. And after I made this, I decided to go ahead and treat myself with a nice turmeric aloe vera mask. And special shout out to Gluten for sponsoring this video. I know there are a lot of recipes out there for a turmeric mask, And I know the benefits of aloe vera. I actually just recently used some aloe vera on my lip because my lip got sunburned. You guys that follow me on Facebook know that I just recently got a sunburn and I've been using aloe vera on my lips. So I was super excited to try this mask that has turmeric and aloe vera infused into it, along with vitamin C. So as you can see here, I'm popping the top off. I like that it had that little lip to make it easier to get off. And yep, definitely has turmeric in it. You guys can see how yellow this is. But let me take all of this into the bathroom and give this a try. Alright, so the directions say that I need to just apply this evenly with the smooth applicator brush, and I'm going to apply this to my clean face. And then after I get this all over, I'm going to let it dry for about 10 minutes. One of the things that I noticed right away is that it didn't have any distinct smell. So if you're someone that's sensitive to smells, or you're trying to use products on your face that don't have any added fragrance, this would be really good because I didn't notice any strong smell coming from this. And as I was applying this all over my face, it was nice that I wasn't actually getting it on my hands. Not that I mind getting my hands dirty, but the brush is actually really smooth, so it felt like a nice treatment. So now that I got it all over my face nice and even, I'm gonna go hang out and let it dry for about 10 minutes. But I love the fact that this is certified organic and it's good for all skin types. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to take this washcloth and I'm going to rinse it with warm water and then start to remove some of the clay mask. I'm going to just wipe it all over my face gently. And I like to take this time to do a little bit of exfoliation. So I love to just take the washcloth and gently do circle motions all over my face to get any dead skin. Especially since I've been in the sun a lot lately, I find that my skin is a little bit drier on the drier side and I'm peeling a little bit in some areas. So I better be a little bit careful with the SPF and make sure that I'm using that. But hopefully this mask will help me get like a first layer of dead skin off, and then I can go ahead and be a little bit more mindful about using SPF for this summer, because I've already been in the sun so much, whether it's pool, beach, or just hanging out. So I want to make sure that I preserve my skin and do some nice self-care over the summer. I think it's really cool that even though this has turmeric in it, this is not staining my washcloth at all. And I actually got a little bit on my jeans earlier and I was able to get it out, so that's pretty cool. It's always so refreshing to do a good mask, and I'm so happy that I got a chance to try this Turmeric Aloe Vera Vitamin C mask by Gluten. Right away I can see that my skin is definitely noticeably smoother, it feels softer, and I just love how my natural glow is coming through. So yes, I am ready to get back out there in the sun, but I will definitely make sure to add my SPF this time. And if you guys want to find out more information about Gluten, I'll leave their information in the description box below. You can find them at gluten.com, and they're also on Instagram.